All right, this is T80, take 1. T80, take 2. Take 3. That was really, wow, you just, hey everyone. Take 5. Hey everyone, Jason here, digital marketing consultant. Wow, just 1 week of not recording and it's like I lost the ability to talk in front of the camera. So there were no vlogs last week because as soon as I finished the previous vlog, now a week ago now, I wound up coming down with a fever. And actually, I'm pretty sure I got the fever while I was talking, which would explain why it felt like it got really, really hot in here. But I digress. So because I didn't get any recording done, I'm on another little content challenge trying to get content done through the end of September. And that's because I have a little project that I'm working on in the background that I need pretty much a full 2 months of no recording in order to complete. And so here's a quick little snapshot of what my new time blocks look like for this week. It's going to be quite stressful, but I think by the end of the week, I will have at least caught up with the videos that I missed. And this is really just part of how it works, right? It's really, really nice to have your time blocks and then suddenly you get sick and nothing gets done. So in addition to getting some videos finally done this morning, after I think the first that took 6 takes, it was really brutal. Had a meeting with my co-founder talking about what we could do in terms of client services and also just getting our funnels up and running. I'm very, very close to revealing what we decided to use for our funnel software, so stay tuned for that. We're very close to being done. I will give you a little hint, ClickFunnels definitely didn't win. And the thing that came up today though was really looking at the services we were providing and not only how much money we were making, but the time it took. Yeah, we broke it into multiple payments and then, yeah, I think all of them we broke into multiple payments actually. We do it really well. We already have the system down, so just, I mean, it's a lot less revenue per client, but it's not going to be such a... And sorry for the awkward cutoff. I was trying to record in real time and this camera died. And of course I didn't have the reserve battery within arm's reach, so we just had to keep going. But interestingly enough, one of the things we were looking at is, even though we have a marketing kind of done for you service that is extremely profitable for us, it not only takes the most time, obviously, because it's the higher price point, but it also winds up taking the most energy. And we found that even though some of our YouTube course or I shouldn't say course, our YouTube implementation products are less than 1/4 of the price, we wind up we're able to get it done so quickly with so little energy, it's well worth taking the hefty pay cut to try and get more clients like that versus the bigger ticket clients where it's a 3 to 4 month engagement. So we're actually looking at going to be trying out a new sales funnel where we're just doing a much smaller YouTube ads implementation versus something that we've been doing in the past, which is more of a larger, like we build your whole funnel and we make your ads in the whole 9 yards. It's becoming one of those things where we're starting to realize the higher ticket stuff is really great, but with the higher ticket stuff, you have a lot more margin of error and scope creep. So what I mean by that is when you have something that's only $2,000, it's really easy to say we do this, and that, and that's it. Like if you ask us for anything else, we're gonna charge you extra. The client goes, okay, yeah, well, I'm only paying $2,000, no big deal, right? But when you quadruple or quintuple that, all of a sudden the client will expect you to do ancillary things even if it's not within scope. Now, no get hate comments like, well, why don't you just put it in your scope, dude? Well, yeah, we do. And there are some times where we go, yeah, I know you paid us a lot of money, but we're still not gonna do that. But all that to say, if you're looking at doing services, I know there's a lot of marketing advice out there to do high ticket. But with high ticket, you're going to find that you do have to do a tremendous amount more work because it is high ticket, right? You are working more, but also just the number of clients you can take on is so much lower that you wind up having the big client problem. The big client problem. And that is if you're doing packages that are like, 10 to 20K or something, the amount of clients you can have at that level is much smaller than the amount of clients you can have at the 3 to 5K range. And so I'm actually finding that even though it's really profitable to have these and you have a lot of flexibility, it's really hard when one of them leaves, right? Because then you get into the cycle of the chicken and the egg thing where you have all these clients, you're maxed out, and you go, okay, we need to grow the team, and then you start growing the team, but maybe one of them leaves for whatever reason. Maybe you, like in our case, one of them, we totally screwed up, right? They should have fired us. They fired us, right? In other instances, we thought we were doing great, and they were just like, yeah, well, we want to go a different direction. But anyway, it's very hard to scale and grow when you're just trying to get those high ticket clients, because one of them goes away and all of a sudden you have to tell team members that you were training, sorry, we don't have any work for you. Versus when you're working with a lower price point product and you're trying to have more clients, when one of them drops off the face of the earth or one of them fires you, whatever happens, because people are people, then all of a sudden it's not that huge of a hit to your business. Like, sure, you're losing a couple $1,000s a month because you have an open slot, but it's not as big of a hit. So I hope that makes sense. That was just something that we were kind of looking at, and we actually went for the higher ticket stuff because really that's what we saw in webinars. That's what we were told to do by some, trusted mentors of ours. And I'm sure it works for some people. For us personally, yeah, no, not really working out. I'd much rather have less total revenue for the agency with the added benefit of not the stress of having those larger clients. And so now that we don't have the stress of those giant clients, we only have one giant client left because we've phased them out over the past couple of weeks. We are actually going to be testing a new webinar, well, not really a webinar funnel, just a new funnel with the small email list that we have, sending people to a YouTube growth training. So if you've ever been interested in what the heck my process is for growing a YouTube channel, make sure you jump on the email list because we are going to be sending out emails for that webinar. We're actually not going to start by sending it out via YouTube ads like we did with previous experiments. We're only going to be giving it to people on our email list at a ridiculous discount just because we're testing some things and we just keep getting questions on how do you grow a YouTube channel? How do you do YouTube ads? So all of that is going to be in that training. So make sure you're on the email list. If you're not, you can just go to jasonwhaling.com, enter your name and email, and you'll eventually get the emails that talk about the YouTube webinar and the free training. So even if you don't purchase it, it's about an hour-long webinar that goes through my entire 5-step process. And it includes a lot of stuff that I actually haven't done on this channel, and I actually plan not to for just some competitive reasons, kind of like the last vlog I was talking about people starting to copy what we're doing with YouTube ads, and it's starting to hurt people in the community. So we have to be a little more cognizant about what we do and don't share, unfortunately. So thank you so much for watching. The vlogs are back in action. The fever is gone. So until the next, keep building the business you love.